Good evening, YouTube. It's been a while. I haven't just do video for YouTube for a while, and tonight I think this will be the video, another important video that hopefully can set you free and it can provide some clarity. Okay. I'm not here to tell you what's the future gonna look like. I'm also not going to tell you what you have been through, because you know what you've been through. I am here, use my own experience to share with you to see whether it resonates with you. You might see so many people talking about the Earth's going to split it, right? The 5D and the 3D. And it has been on for a while, right? The 3D and the 5D. But now when you go on YouTube, on social media, especially YouTube, I can see probably 4 out of 5 video or 8 out of 10 video are talking about things are coming, splitting gonna start, or splitting is happening. However, I want to tell you is the splitting is already happened. And how I determine splitting already happened, it's kind of the wave, right? The ocean have bigger wave. It depends on where's your position, it's all right. It's all everybody who are saying it, because that shows where they at in this process. Some of you already not only crossed, but also you already right within your energy already surviving. You and some of the people still trying to hop on the train, while somebody already on train, somebody already arrived to destination, and somebody arrived from the destination, moved to the hotel or wherever their new home be, and some of them are rebuilding their new home, and some of them already have their house, and some of them already have the beautiful garden. Did you see how this is the whole process? Also, there are some people still not sure when they're gonna leave, and then some of them is completely not knowing aware what's going on. They don't care, and for the area who don't care, it's not like they are either they gone or whatever. They just not showing up in your life anymore. You don't really see them anymore. They're literally in different world. Okay, so just look around your life to see who's in your life and what are the people you are getting in touch of that, and what they do in their life. You just jump on me, you scare me. Okay. And it's a sudden, right? The sudden change. You want to come to me? Come here. Yeah. But just let you know, the process is already started, and it's not everybody going to cross at the same time. And it's usually a different stage. Just run a race, right? You run the marathon, and you always have a first person cross the finish line, and then you always have take a while to finish the whole race. And I feel like Earth is going through that as well. All human collectively, we are going through that process. So for this specific video, that from where I'm at, is I feel like I did a cross, and I did land it probably a month ago. So after landing, I went in a reality that a lot of things were shifting for me, because I realized that I was in a new reality. So I was resting and allow everything fall completely. Like when you get to a new place and you realize you cannot build things the way that you used to build. And it is almost a process. Is like allow universe to clear that space for me before I can build anything. And after 3 weeks of the clearing process, and I feel like I start to building, and then the point is, let's say if you want to build the space, right? Let's say you have 3 acres. You don't have to clear the whole 3 acres. If you have 2 acres or 1 acre clear out, you can start building that 1 acre. And I think that's exactly what I went through right now. Is I know certain area is all cleared, is allow me to rebuild, and a certain area is still clearing for me. And I feel like that so far I'm feeling like I'm clearing another area that I didn't know that I need to clear, and then that was the in process right now, at least I know that's the area need to be transmuted and cleared, and I'm active working on that, because there's no turning away. And after did all those work and all those years, there's no way to turn around. Okay, the only way is going through, especially after you know that there's a grand chapter is waiting for you, and you have been waiting for this moment for a lifetime, and even for this lifetime you waited for decades and train yourself clearing. You pick up another form, went to another game, clear another layer of ancestral trauma and past life trauma, and also the life lesson. You arrived at the greater star point, which is really what's your soul mission here. But the whole thing is a mission. But I'm saying that after all the training, your life has not even yet started yet. Okay, so if you still here, watch this video, you know that you are here for a reason, and for a bigger reason. And a lot of time I cannot even tell you what's your mission, because that's deeply embedded in yourself, and you are the activator of your own mission. You have the key of your own treasure box. As for me to share this video is to just use my own experience to let you know, so you can relate or see where you at on the spectrum. Because if you talk to people run the race at the beginning of race, when they run 2 miles, they're like, oh yes, everything's easy. Then if you trust that like everything's easy, you went into it, you might not be prepared. So that's why a lot of time, for a while, I haven't posted a video on YouTube, is because I didn't feel like I can give you a better understanding or better outlook of what is this splitting or jumping, shifting process look like, because I was still in it, and I am still in it, but I'm in a different stage of this in it, right? Because we always in something, right? But am I in stage number 1 or I'm in stage number 3? If I'm in stage number 3, I can share with you stage number 1 and number 2, and also what I'm experiencing. That's why I said I'm not going to tell you what's in the future, because I don't know, because future is in my hand. It depends on where's my energy is at, and the universe going to mirror me back the realities that I need to step through. So after this being said, that I also want to share with you some physical symptom. Okay, normal dizziness, brain swollen. I don't even have a word for that. You might also have, recently I had a very interesting one, is the solar plexus hurt. Okay, like solar plexus. And I know that there's something opening, release another level of feel need to be in control, even though sometimes I'm in flow, I'm just go with flow. However, that still deep is this, there's something there that you don't feel safe, or you only feel safe when things go a certain way. So universe wants you to even release that and then trust that every lesson has a reason, right? So for myself, besides other symptoms I shared with you guys before, oh man, definitely sleep, restless night is big in last 2 weeks, literally. I used to have really bad sleep quality. Like I had insomnia for 2 decades, 2.5 decades. Recently, probably 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I literally started getting better, stuff like that. But to be honest, like last week or two, probably the last couple of days has been okay a little bit. Last 3 days have been okay, but last week or two, I have to take a little bit of melatonin to go to bed, because otherwise it's just hard to fall asleep. And you know, when you know you might have hard time fall asleep, you just even try harder, you know, to the point you're just so tired, right? So I use a little bit, just maybe a fourth of those pills, just tell myself that I had some melatonin so I can go to bed. But waking up in the middle of night, okay? I'm not talking about wake up at 1 time or 2 times. I had a couple nights waking up every 2 hours. It was ridiculous. I was to the point I was just laughing. I was like, oh my goodness, this is never ever happening in my life. That was crazy. So sleeping was definitely disrupted. And even I noticed my kids, especially my younger one, she has more open energy. She's way more sensitive than my older child. And she also has this sleeping problem as well. So I know that was not normal. And when I talk to different people, you just kind of sense there's a theme of the sleepless night or restless night. And I also had to give my younger daughter a little bit of melatonin as well. She even did take teeny tiny a bit. And I also do some energy work on her. But I also know this is the because she's crossing as well, she's shifting as well, she's moving through different layers, even though they don't even understand. But to some people it would be much easier, but to the people, especially you have, I would say, when they do another energy work on you, you guys, your team, they shift you, which means you move through jumper, the frequency. If you jump, let's say, okay, I only can use number, I can use the simplest way. If you tune from level 1 to level 2, it's not that intense, right? But if I jump you from level 1 to level 5, then how you bridge the gap from 1 to 5? So that's why your body is undergoing a great transformation and move through people's appetite. You might feel your appetite is not certain food, you just don't want it, or you're craving certain things, or you completely don't want to eat very less food. And in the last couple of weeks, I have been just eating very less, and then sometimes just call it to like fast a little bit. I'm not doing like 3 days fast because I have a lot of meetings. I still need energy, but I definitely 1 meal a day. Eat very light, you know, veggie, fruits, you know, not really want to eat meat. And other than that, yes. What else? A lot of pressures definitely on the head and third eye and ears, you know, ear ring for sure. I don't really have much of body ache, but besides, you know, solar plexus, I can feel that. That's more for me. But those are body sensations. However, I think making this video, I just want to share my experience, just like I said. There are a lot of things happening in the world, as you know, earthquake, and if you have one big earthquake, you know this is not just the only one. You just don't know when the next one gonna come. So and you are at where you're supposed at. I'm not saying only spiritually, but also location wise, physical location wise. You chose that location to anchor that energy. There's no coincidence that you chose Michigan. I chose and it chose Michigan and Bay City to be here as my home, is because I chose to be the anchor point of this specific location. It's just like spider web, okay? So we each have a coordinate, you know? So if you are there, you know, you are there for a reason. And later the time, universe is going to show you, okay? And there's another area I want to touch on is the last video that I posted. I really suggest you guys to watch it because that's explain another area that people are having is certain things that you don't know, you know, it might happening for 2 or 3 years, but you haven't realized what's a pattern. Now finally universe show you the pattern. So just because you move to the near earth doesn't mean you don't have work to do. You have different layer of the work to do, because once you get to the level number 4, let's say not level number 4 or level number 5, because we call 5D, right? Number 5, when you get there, it's basically you're preparing yourself to leave there. Just like when you been born on this planet in 3D, you are preparing yourself to leave this 3D. Does it make sense? So not only, you could be, it's both ways. Some people feel struggle to, stumbling to the 5D or 4D, whatever you call it, to a new reality. And then you're like, whoa, why these things need to be so hard? It's just like baby born to the new world. They have to relearn everything. And you are relearn the new just reality, what's the rules, and you need to function with that frequency. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time. Okay, and not everybody make it, by the way. So if you are here and if you are feel like hard to integrate, like kind of struggle a little bit, I know it's part of a learning process, but you could learn things in a very different way. So feel free to reach out and check my website, innersensoryhealing.com. If you feel a certain session resonated with you, feel free to reach out. I have different sessions that we could offer to help you to ground and anchor your energy into new reality. So hope you all have a great evening, and I will talk to you guys soon.